Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terrance Drew met with members of the hearing impaired and deaf community on Thursday at the Early Childhood Conference Room. During the meeting, the individuals were able to express to the Prime Minister their concerns and views on a number of issues that directly affect persons with disabilities in St. Kitts and Nevis. Prime Minister Drew, in addressing the gathering, spoke of why it's necessary to remove the barriers that restrict the hearing impaired from pursuing a normal life.
What we need to do here is to make sure that we remove the barriers and to give you the resources you need to pursue that life. Why it makes sense? It makes sense on multiple levels. One, you would become a more productive citizen, which means you would add to the advancement and development of the country instead of taking. So it makes economic sense, apart from the moral argument that you should have the right, or the constitutional argument that you should have all the rights like any other citizen. And therefore, I want to encourage the people of St. Kitts and Nevis to see you as normal citizens, as citizens who can contribute, as citizens who should have all the rights in the world. And therefore, it is my impetus really to do what is necessary to help to remove some of those barriers and to give you the opportunity to really pursue the lives that you deserve to pursue.
After listening to the presentations, the Prime Minister was able to give ideas of what will be put in place to assist the hearing impaired.
We can have the audiologist or the audiology department, as I would call it, to link with the ENT to ensure that we do what is necessary from a health perspective and to screen our people when they should be screened. I also think when it comes to your access to all of the government services, that we should start to create ways, not just the government, but society in a whole, ways in which we can ease that in having, of course, collaboration with the private sector and government and other stakeholders that are involved. One of the things that drew my attention that we can also do, why don't we try for the next parliament to have an interpreter? I think we can try for that. And let's see. Let's start sensitizing our people. I would advertise that there will be an interpreter at the next parliament. And therefore, they will be pressured to make sure that my words come through and have an interpreter there. The other thing is we can have already one or two persons who we can sponsor to study this even more and to be employed, so that at the court you can have representation, at the hospital, the doctor's office, if you so.
At the end of the meeting, Prime Minister Drew was taught a few hand gestures to communicate in sign language.